There's something to be said about hard-nosed full contact. It's like that raw rap all the way back to boom bap. Spikes up, Ty Cobb inspired killing the corners. Heating up with recklessness, we still getting warmer. Nevertheless, nothing contest, we bring it best. Wile E. Coyote mixed with Roadrunner, full comers. Holding your title hostage, the kings we smoke others. You're either with us or against us, it doesn't matter which. Scouting your weakness, we bring the wrath when we hit. There's never been a squad as raw as trash goes can spit. You might get bashed with a stick while I'm pounding the fence. Look around, you're a fish while I'm rounding it quick. Take a look at the base and sprint off with a fist in your face. No remorse, no mercy, no force can hurt me. The scouts purposely bring the pain, come try to work me. But there's a crew of dirty cats.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to the most entertaining program on YouTube at 6:30 on Wednesday nights when we're here. That's right, it's a Glue Guys program, and yes, we take days off. I don't know, we do. But hey, we're back. This is 2 weeks in a row now after our self-imposed exile for reasons of mental health. Well, at least that's for me. You were doing a house thing, which is
I was like,
same,
I wish.
Same shit. mental stability in this market.
I need a mental break now.
But in show 40, hey, cool. I don't know what we celebrate these days. 25, 30, 45, 50. I don't know. But we'll just call it the show where people don't wait to be eligible for seniors.
Nah.
Because
now
you
in
know,
there now. Yeah.
It used to be right at 39, and now it's like 37 and a half. When can I play? Like, just get out of my DMs, bro. You're drunk. Go home. Okay. It's those bats, man. They see the videos, and then, you know, Christ, what? We had one guy sneak in. I think he was 37 and a half and lied about his age. I didn't know him. I know now.
I mean, that's reckless as shit.
Well, he got banned from co-ed, too, I believe, for pulling that stunt, so he kind of effed himself. But hey.
As he should have.
Yeah, come on. Now you're being stupid.
Like, you're right. Come on. What are you doing, dog?
Come on, dog. Like, you can't. What? Is a 240 bat too heavy? Like, I don't. What?
Yeah, I don't get it.
If you can't get it done with U-trip bats, what are you going to do with a senior bat? You're just going to hurt yourself.
It's going to be about the same results. You're going to do the
same results.
I don't know. It's weird.
So anyway, welcome. We got nothing this weekend, one the week after, and then I got some news. I hate people with fields. But real quick, let's get through the sponsors. Our friends at Czar Realty, Mickey and the crew doing big things, as always, in the Phoenix real estate. It doesn't cost you anything to call, folks. And knowledge is power. Whether it be a bad 80s cartoon or you saw it on some speech, but it is true. Knowledge is power. Call, man. Ask the questions. You're not going to buy a house with no knowledge, all right? That's like walking into a car dealership with a goddamn blindfold on. Nobody does it, okay? Nobody does it. So make the call. Cost you nothing. Nothing. In fact, Mickey encourages you to try other realtors, man. That's how confident he is in his ability to get you the best deal, either buying or selling your house. So look, don't take it from me. I'm just some guy in a bright blue jersey. Take it from somebody who's selling houses every day out here, man. Give him a call. Czar Realty. My boy Teditz, he gets the jersey today. So he gets the full show thing. He's texting me because the show doesn't matter because he's in the middle of a fantasy football possible trade. So he needs his outside counsel to help him. We're working out a deal. He's real big on Austin Eckler, and he's trying to buy low right now with Eckler having a couple rough weeks. That's one subject you do not want to get me started on. I'll be here all night. If you didn't like UFC, you're really going to hate my fantasy football takes. So just be careful what you wish for. But Teditz, he's come over to the dark side. All right, he's doing a little bit on YouTube during the week now. I'm like, we've been here, man. And I went into the stream, and the Glue Guys popped up because I got, as I always have it on behind us, I had the Glue Guy count up, and nobody in the chat knew who it was. And I was like, well, then you're all stupid. Well, I didn't say that, but I said, well, maybe you should check it out. I don't want to judge prematurely. Now, if they don't come over after this announcement, then yeah, you're just stupid. But until then, I'm going to reserve judgment. Marty's trophies, I mean, I got them up all week. My favorite one now is the new golf. I don't know if you can see from there. It's a first place. I got the ringer part of it taken off. I didn't feel that was fair to my other teammates. They'll understand that joke. But Marty's can do anything. Hats, trophies. Usually see my thermos out here. I actually used it today and left it in the truck, so that's on me. But all the laser engraving you could ever hope for. They're doing, obviously cups and trophies, but gloves. They're making bat shells over there. I mean, look, you name it. John and the crew over there can take care of you. Even Dennis will get the job done properly for you. All right? When he's not too busy buying Jordans or, out of stock Louisville Slugger bats and selling them for, more than retail.
But it's also because he has like he has these little fucking twig bats, the 24 and a half and shit like that. And I'm salty, I'll admit, because I'll see him selling some shit and he's selling it for good ass price. But then I'll look and it's like 25.5. Oh yeah, I got this 25 ounce. Who, where, how? I'm not ever. Cannot.
Dennis, look, you're not a small
like
dude, man.
That's like swinging this. Like, hey, let me get one of those. Let's go.
Come on, dude. I know you're pitching now, so I got to back off you a little bit. You're part of the crew, but come on, man. At least swing a 26 for God's sake.
Yeah, swing a bit.
Be a man here. You know what? I'd be real curious. What weight does your girl swing?
Yo,
Dennis.
You didn't do that.
No, that's legitimate. Come on, that's a legitimate question. That's a legitimate question. I'm not even breaking the stones.
That's wild.
I could find out too. He's
wild.
And listen, all my little friends on here, he's already gotten text about it. So we're if he's not already watching. But anyway, Dennis is a phenomenal collector. He's found a couple, hole in the wall Funko stuff for me, so I can't break his balls too bad. But listen, everybody over at Marty's doing a phenomenal job. I got to get over there and get those glue guy, the new hats. Yeah, man, it's going to be cold by the time I get over there. I like I said, I have the Marlowe Hill travel policy, man. I have a tough time getting over to the east side, man. It's just tough.
Definitely.
Don't even stop.
It's far.
25 East Empire. No, it's 25 and a half. If you're going to talk shit, at least do it accurately. 25 and a half, son. I at least get the 0.5 in there.
That's a tiny bet, too.
That's
crazy.
This dude out here trying to get that monster 24 ounce for a cheap price. Get out of here.
I bought a couple 25s.
He had a 24 highlighter. You know it. I know it. Don't try to hide it. You were that guy.
That's crazy shit right there. I bought a couple 25 and a half bats for my homeboy Jim because he was retiring, but it was because I've never really had a bat that small. And it was an interesting set of BP when that happens. I guess someone's at my door.
You're not used to that.
Ringing both of my doorbells because
damn, who forgot a key? That's a family member who forgot a key.
No, it ain't. It's probably UPS. Yeah, it's probably UPS. Fuck all that.
Yeah, he's getting used to that homeowner.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's UPS. You know what? I'm gonna go on.
Get that off the Porsche.
When I bring it in, I'm gonna show it on the screen. I'm gonna show it on the screen when I come back, real quick.
I'll tell you what, man. I agree with it. Go get it off the porch. There's too many guys stealing packages these days. Way too many guys. So go get that thing. As far as the bat thing, I actually bought a 26 and a half in case I was going to play in a tournament that I ended up not being allowed to play in. I bought a newer Ronnie 26 and a half. So the lightest bat in my well, I don't even have a bag anymore. In my garage is a 26 now. I got rid of the 25 and a half, started swinging 26 and 26 and a half. God forbid I ever play again. And that's not looking real good right now. I don't know where I'm going to go. I won't play my own stuff, so not a lot of choices out there. So real quick, getting back in, speaking of shelves, McDilly Sports, hang in there. Let me finish this. I'm going to do them real quick. Best built shelves in the business, period. We have one. I love it. Jimmy De La Riva over at Sahara Solar. Get a hold of him, man. Save yourself some goddamn coin. It's not getting any easier. Who knows what they're going to do with the interest rate. It's like week to week with this shit. Go home, you're drunk at the Fed. You just keep raising the thing, 0.75. So I'm not buying a house anytime soon. Benny over at LT Automotive, done work for both of us. Phenomenal. You can't go wrong. Any car problems, give Benny a call. I know you all listen to music. Your tastes are somewhat questionable to me, but you still listen. So I will tell you again. Where's Westcott? Is that the keychain too?
Nah, this is the sticker. It's holographic. These are what I'm gonna be using going forward on my bats. This is fucking awesome.
I need that up on the top. I need that, take out. All right, you know what? DT34, Dave, we love you, but DT34 is coming out. Mini Blaze Rocks going up.
Nah. You know what? I could plug this in for the fucking Blaze Rock logo because, of course, I am in fact wearing, the Blaze Rock jersey.
That's
and all.
true. That's
it works
true.
out. It works out. It's double down, and everybody who sees it's gonna laugh. Shout out to Jason Westcott for this though, because I'm certain he probably never expected me to like take off with this shit and like that. Because I've even had people coming up to me like, "Yo, how'd you do that shit? How'd you print that shit?"
Well, get on the internet. It's a wonderful place.
It's crazy, boy.
But yeah, listen, you listen to music, get on your favorite streaming service. Please type in the search bar Blaze Rock, and my partner here's going to come up with like 70,000 albums. Like, he holds a record with somebody.
Yeah, like them shits back there. Like,
hey, look at that
shit. Yeah,
the walls
like,
coming up.
Hold on,
coming
I might as well. Yeah, I mean, all of that shit, all of that. Yeah, I got a space open for some other shit, but yeah, hell yeah.
Come on, help put some gold records up on that goddamn wall, you people. Let's go.
Will we
support?
Will you be discussing 50s this week? Wu-Tang, Nas tomorrow night. Man, I'm so bitter that I didn't buy tickets, and I'm like on the edge of just fuck it, and buying the tickets and going tomorrow. But I was trying to be thrifty and and be a financially stable person.
Exactly what that's what I'm talking about with the Eagles game coming up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going away 2 days late. I hear you,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to make things any easier on you. My buddy back in Jersey went and saw the show and said Wu-Tang is crazy off the
Yo, plus they added Busta, bro, and like the whole fucking shit is like itching at me. And I mean, again, I'm trying to be frugal. I'm trying to be financially sound and make good decisions and all that fuck ass shit. But it's really making it hard because anybody who knows me, Wu is my favorite shit ever. Will always be my favorite shit. So to see them, this would be my third or fourth time seeing them. So I have to act. I got to stop acting like I've never seen a concert.
Well, that's what would stop me. The only group I do that for right now, because I haven't seen them, is Run the Jewels. I will drop shit to go see Run the Jewels. But other than that, if I've seen them,
yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to force yourself when you're like, okay. Because I mean, I'm not trying to act. They're not exactly about to do a whole lot different than the other shows that I've seen. I've seen Nas a couple of times. I actually opened for Nas one time. I've seen Busta a couple of times. Opened for him one time. So yeah, it'd be hard for me to convince myself to drop that $100 because the tickets themselves are actually not that expensive. It's just that every other part of the show has to take its pound or 8 of flesh.
Well, we'll see what happens next week. As far as discussing 50s, no, because it'd be a preview. I'll talk about it next week after it all goes down. 50s are out in Vegas for, SSUSA Worlds this week. In a second here, I'll talk about how Arizona did out there. I don't normally like to give any free pub, but I mean, shit. It's not like they're going to start giving you prizes, so what does it matter? Everybody's going to go, So
hey, you were holding on to that one, huh?
Oh, I say that every time. I
know you was holding on to that shit. Like,
I'm just trying to be. Hey, look, you can
I'm
make.
Not
you can
mad. It was still funny though.
You can say whatever the hell you want about me. I'm consistent, man.
Hey,
I
was
am
gonna say
consistent.
I'm not mad. I felt like it was a good shot. Bang bang. There it is.
Yeah. So some housekeeping. October 8th, we're almost sold out. We opened up couple AAA spots today because we're not going to fill the majors with the 8 teams that it said. I think we might have 1 or 2 spots left for that one. That's going to be the one day out at SRP. I'd like to thank the coaches that participated in my informal survey today. You'll be happy to know the majority was 6-1 for staying at SRP, and I'll leave it there. An option was given to us to take it somewhere else that you and I definitely agree we do not want to drive to. And the consensus was, hell no, we'd rather
shit.
play. Now, when people are saying, hell no, we'd rather play at SRP, that wild. Tells you a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of wild when you think about it. Because look, I'm not gonna give SRP any more credit than it deserves because SRP's been kind of a shit show for a while. But even a shit show at SRP is better than the alternative there.
Yeah, so, the enchiladas this weekend, so it's
Run it up.
Yeah, there we go.
Run it up.
I saw
Run
that, and now it's already,
Run it up.
fixed the title bar. The ad bar's fixed.
I had to throw the hammer on, leave the hammer on there just for some style points, but yeah, we're on it.
So, so we got a couple spots for that. The bad news is, due to a scheduling snafu, I do not have victory on October 21st, 22nd. I've known for a couple days. Been working on trying to get another field, and it's like the worst weekend in the history of weekends. I can't get anything more than a 2-plex in Maricopa, and I'm not doing that. I'm not going to make you guys drive down there to sit 3 hours or 4 hours between games, because literally that's what's going to happen on a 2-field complex. And, maybe we have 10 or 11 teams playing. So I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I apologize because it kind of screws you guys for swings for Worlds. I'm still trying. No, we're not going to Freestone Gilbert. Who said that? You definitely don't drink.
What the fuck?
You don't drink, and you've never dealt with the Park Rangers.
Wow.
Oh,
wild boy.
Dude, it's. I mean, look,
Yeah,
you got
you like some strange shit. You like some strange shit.
Look, I've heard of some kinky shit, but
Yeah,
wow,
but that's
Freestone?
some weird shit right there. Freestone?
Wow,
Yeah,
you.
okay. Bring it down. Yo,
not-
hell no. Hell no.
That's going to be a hard pass on going an hour and a half, 2 hours north.
Yeah, right.
Hard pass. So yeah, I'm going to have to cancel the 21st, 22nd. If I could throw something together last minute, obviously I'll get word out. It's not looking good. So the 8th will be the last one before Worlds. The good news is, and I kind of hope Vic's not watching because he doesn't know yet. It turns out I got a connect for Eagles tickets in Houston. And I didn't realize that the Eagles are playing Thursday night. I get to Houston for Worlds. So I think I'm going to go hang out at the Texans stadium with my gear on and make some noise for my Eagles. Who, I don't know if you noticed. I mean, I don't know who really watches football, but they are 3-0. I don't know if you know that.
Crazy.
Along with those Miami Dolphins. Who saw that coming?
That's crazy too. That's wild.
And I was hoping just for the laugh's sake that the Giants would win, because I'd rather see the Cowboys lose than anything else. But no, the Giants played like the Giants play, and the Cowboys. Cooper Rush, the new big thing in Dallas here. Let's see if Dak gets his job back, because Jerry likes to pull it out there. I really don't care who's playing quarterback for the Cowboys. The mystique is too big not to choke at some point in the season. And in case any of you haters got something to say, I broke the hat out. I know it's been a little while since you've been able to wear one of these, Cowboy fans. A lot of these weren't even born the last time you won a goddamn Super Bowl. But 2017 is recent enough to break out the hat. Because being a true homer that I am, I got like all 4 different hats for the ridiculous price that they charge. Because I gotta have them. We don't know when we're going to get another one of these. Yes, both Alabama quarterbacks subbed for each other. I got to be honest, I think Jalen Hurts is the better quarterback. Even with everything that's happened this year, I still think that he's made a ton more progress than Tua with the way he's playing. I heard a guy compare it to Josh Allen's progression today on the radio in that jump from one year to the next. Hurts is just doing things he didn't do well last year. Accuracy, understanding defense. The 4th down touchdown to Devontae Smith that he made the great catch, that wasn't even in the fucking playbook. That was some street football shit they came up with. So, I love Jalen Hurts. He's got the balls. Hey, Minnesota. Not cold yet, but you're getting close. We'll do hockey talk for our boys in Minnesota in a couple months. Hurts has just made better progress in the stuff that, he wasn't good at last year. Tua, although, give him credit, he convinced everybody he didn't have a concussion. So that alone shows a maturity I don't think that he has. Because I'm telling you right now, when he wobbled up, don't give me that shit that was a back injury, because he doesn't take the first step if it's a back injury. My man got knocked. All right? For you Call of Duty and Apex players. That was 1 HP right there. That was knocked down. So, and the NFLPA, the game wasn't even over yet, and they already announced that they were investigating how the hell he got back in the game. So, although nothing will come of that. So, shout out Miami. No, I don't think anybody expected the 3-0. And they've just been killing it. Although the Bills beat themselves. And if you haven't seen Ken Dorsey's video of slamming the tablet, go watch that, because that's how all Bills fans felt. And, not to be outdone, let's make sure we give proper credit to those Las Vegas Raiders. Big Ofer! Ofer, silver and black! Your fans are tough, but your team sucks ass! Josh McDaniels, huh? How bad does Devontae Adams feel right now? Probably not too bad. He's getting big money, and he's got Taco Bell in his house, apparently, from the commercials. That, made the deal that he would be a spokesman if he got a Taco Bell in his house. But I bet you he misses A-Rod right now. That team is just dog shit. They're going to call me and Los up to play offensive tackle soon.
Fuck
You
they
can shake your head all you want. They pay me that money, I'll go get my ass kicked for 30 minutes before they pull me out of the game. I don't give a shit. It's like, they used to say, well, how much would you take to get, go 30 seconds with Tyson? I said, 10 million, and I'm only going to need 2 seconds. 2 to get hit, and 10 for the count. And that's it. Or I just fall down.
Wow.
I'm out.
Wow. Yeah. Aaron Judge just hit that 61st though.
61. Well, it depends. Do you like steroids or don't you like steroids? Because that's where the argument starts as far as judging 61, right?
Yeah, dude, I don't really give a fuck about all that steroid talk. I don't give a shit.
That's what I don't like.
Up, yeah, I'm gonna give a shit. I'm gonna say straight up, I don't give a shit.
Tied the record with Maris. No, that record got shattered.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not interested, and I'm gonna tell you, any motherfucker who pops that shit in the chat, cool. Just go ahead and understand that my opinion will always be fuck what you're going through. I'm not trying to hear that fucking steroid bullshit as being some asterisk or disqualifier or whatever. And nah, we're not gonna do that. I'm still just gonna stick in the fact that I'm excited for Aaron Judge having hit that 61st fucking home run. I don't want to get into all that dumb shit. That's stupid.
Here's what I don't like, and this is why people don't like Yankees fans. Everybody keeps talking about how, we got to call the exterminator. What?
Nah,
Mickey, what the fuck? Mick, you should have got that in the contract. All right, sorry.
We live in, hey, dude,
listen, Yankees fans.
I live in the country, bro.
I know. It's literally horse shit.
Man, right?
If there ain't houses there, it's horse shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hate how Yankees fans are ignoring, national records, right? It's all about Maris's 61. It ain't your fucking record, man. It ain't your record. And when he catches Bonds, then we'll talk about it. Until then, it's just like people with this MVP bullshit. All right? Yeah. Oh, he's got to be the MVP. Really? When Judge pitches 3 innings, I'll entertain a discussion. What Ohtani's doing is so unprecedented since Ruth that it's too good they can't give him the credit. Yeah. He's the MVP. There's no argument. He's bad. Look at his batting, and he pitches every 5th day. Don't give me this Judge shit. Don't even try, because it makes sense, dude. It makes no sense.
I do want to reference the 2 comments that are in the chat. Roids don't make you hit a ball over the fence. Thank you. More steroids, the better. More bombs for my viewing pleasure. Thank you. Whoever said the dude can hit, period. I know we're talking about Aaron Judge. Thank you. Because all that other bullshit, it's just bullshit. At the end of the day, anybody who's actually swung a bat knows that just taking steroids does not make you all of a sudden able to hit a bomb on fucking command. I also don't like. Yeah. I don't like how people like to undercut what Barry Bonds was able to accomplish in his career. Number one, number two, the fact that there was a stat that I saw not too long ago, and I usually hate the over statistically applied ESPN
but you don't know his
culture
war.
That we are.
His war with his combined
I don't give a fuck about that, right?
Right.
But here's my problem, or here's my thing. So Aaron Judge got walked 14 times or some shit over the year, intentionally, over the season. Yeah, my man Barry Bonds had that in like 2 fucking series, bro. There were games where they're fucking intentionally walking his dude with the bases fucking loaded. That's the pinnacle of fucking respect. That's when they're like, you know what? Fuck that. Let's take this run.
We'll take the run.
we'll take the run. We're not pitching to this motherfucker. We're not having him hit the ball into the fucking pond on us. Nah. Fuck that. Nobody can tell me anything about Barry Bonds.
But here,
I don't want to hear it.
I'm just real quick on Bonds. First of all, I have had the same argument for years that he didn't suddenly get great sight and bat speed and anticipation from steroids didn't give him that shit.
That motherfucker was phenomenal long before anybody even thought about it.
If anything, it was more impressive he was still able to hit the way he was as big as he got. It was more impressive that he could get the stupid bat around to do the damage he did. The difference with steroids is instead of the ball going 340, the ball went 400. That's the difference. No matter what he had done, he was still going to put the ball out of the park.
That motherfucker was still gone. It
Now,
was
the best-
still a takeoff.
The best hitter I've ever seen is Tony Gwynn, hands down. The number 2
By far.
is
Yeah.
Barry fucking Bonds. And I don't
Deadass.
care what he put in his body.
I would totally co-sign your list right there. That top 2 is my top 2, period, bar none. And I can't hear anything else when I hear people say stupid shit about Barry Bonds and his performance or his ability.
And listen,
absolutely nonsense. Hey,
what
now,
made
I
it
do
worse
wanna
is
jump
the
in.
double standard of fucking Major League Baseball to shit all over Bonds because he wasn't nice to the media. But
Yes.
boy, he had no problem propping up fucking McGuire and Sosa to make that
Yes,
money.
sir. And they were in the same
steroids saved your fucking league.
Damn right.
Shut your mouth. All right, moving on.
Real
That's
quick.
great. That's
Hold
great.
on,
You still
hold
have
on.
my bat. You could have shipped it.
Hold on.
I
So-
get mail here. I'm not out in the country, but go ahead.
So I'm gonna say that I don't fully disagree with your position about Ohtani being the MVP, based on the fact that, of course, he is doing a phenomenal job, pitching phenomenal job at the plate on an ass fucking team. Like, shout out to my man, Teddits. You know I love you, but let's just be real.
He
The
knows.
Angels are trash right
he
now.
knows. He would
so
agree.
him doing all of that on a trash ass team that was out of playoff contention practically the second day of the fucking year
Spring training.
is a big deal, right? However, I do want to point out my man Judge is like, if I'm gonna say I haven't looked at stats today, but he's like right there for the triple crown. That's not an easy feat, even though he's on, even though he's clearly on a playoff team, a great team. That's still not an easy feat. He's still got to do that. He's still got to show up every day. He's still got to show up every AB to do that, put those kind of numbers. But I'm gonna say this, which is, I know a lot of people are doing the versus one or the other type of thing. I'm gonna say I'm just excited that we're having this kind of season with this kind of play at that level, in addition to all the other great players that are playing really well right now, great teams that are playing really well. So to have that kind of drama and to have that type of performance from 2 players is absolutely dope. I love it.
I tell you what, I don't, and this is the mistake because I get aggravated, and it's a Yankees fan thing. That's probably a Philly, New York thing. Honestly, it goes all the way back. But moving on, the thing is this: you can't take away from Judge what he's done. All right, if you just take Ohtani out, and that's what Major League Baseball is going to do, and the media is going to do. Ohtani's feat is so extraordinary that they're just kind of saying, accepting it, but look, we understand that if this was criteria, you'd win every year because nobody else can do it. So we're just going to put you in your own little category over here. Great job. Now let's get back to more traditional means and Judge by far MVP if you take Ohtani out of the conversation. All right, but here's my biggest argument why I think Ohtani's MVP, and it's something you got to think about. Don't react like a fan. Switch the teams, okay? I will agree that Judge has carried the Yankees in spots this year to keep their record as good as it is. But switch the guys on the teams. Judge, he gets to fucking have Trout only half a season every year because he always gets hurt. And switch the teams. So Ohtani pitching for the Yankees, his record's going to be fucking better. Look at the hitters behind him. So that, he's probably going to hit better because he's going to see more pitches. Because who the hell in the Angels lineup scares you? Nobody. So why even pitch to him? So that's what I'm saying. If you switch him, Judge, I don't know that Judge does that on the Angels because they would pitch around him more. I'm not saying he doesn't have the talent to do it in Anaheim. He can do it anywhere. But if you don't have the hitters behind you to protect you, that's a big factor in the pitches that you see. What if Ohtani had Stanton behind him? How many more pitches? I'm just saying. If you switch it, I think it evens the argument a little more. But on pure old school shit and guy doesn't pitch and hit, yeah, Judge is the MVP by far. But Ohtani's feet is so crazy good. The last time they allowed people to do this, they were drinking while they were going out to the mound.
I wouldn't be mad with a co-MVP situation. I'm honestly,
I'd be okay with that because that's it. That's a problem with what Ohtani's doing. What do you compare it to? Is he a pitcher?
Nothing.
Is he a hitter? Like, you can't.
Right.
So it's tough
Right.
to
Nothing.
quantify. So anyway, moving on. I'm a little bitter about baseball because the Phillies, just in Phillies fashion, control their own fucking destiny, and they can't beat the Cubs. So I'm a little aggravated, but I'd just like to see them make the playoffs for Christ's sake after the year we're having. But we'll see, man. I don't think the Yankees are the favorites, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing a Dodgers-Yankees World Series just to give the Dodgers a fucking run, man. It's the only team I think that can match up with them. Not even Houston, I think, matches up with them.
Yeah.
I think it's Yankees are the only team. But we'll see. I mean, kind of turn my back to baseball until the Phillies get their shit together. I'm more into fantasy and football and get my 3-0 team, keeping them in shape. Jalen Hurts, baby. 2 years in a row, just carrying us. Carrying the team. Don't give me that look like your Questlove on the Tonight Show. Carrying the team.
You wildly excited about 3-0, fam.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
That's a sign of shame in my book. You're way too excited about 3-0, bro. You're way too excited about 3-0.
Dude,
I say this partly as someone who's used to being, undefeated or best record in the league 7 games in, and then the colossal Cardinal collapse that happens like every fucking year. So I don't even understand the concept of getting excited after 3 games.
Listen,
3 games, I'm just kind of like, all right, what the fuck's gonna happen next?
It's hard to win in the NFL.
Yes,
all right.
Yes, it is.
The Eagles now for 3 straight games, it hasn't been close. And let's be honest, they aren't the greatest teams in the world that they played. That's first and foremost. But they did exactly what they're supposed to do. I, as an Eagles fan, am not used to winning the games we're supposed to win handily.
This
is all new.
Excited.
This is all new. I've been Dr. fucking Doom. Like, oh no, don't underestimate the Vikings. That's going to be a tough game. Hey, Commanders, that's division. We never play blow division rivals out. It's going to be close. We're going to second coming Carson Wentz. He's going to piss us off. Nope, blow them out too. So I'm cautiously optimistic about where this team can go. And looking at the schedule, the toughest game we face is not for like 4 weeks against the Packers.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, we got the Cowboys in 3 weeks at home on Sunday night. And that's always a weird game. Dak will maybe be back by then. I don't know. Yeah, I know, all Philly sports suck. We don't like you, and we don't care. How's that? Hater. So that, Dallas is the one, and then the Packers, and that's like it. So, look, I'm not saying they're going undefeated. No, they're going to lose a couple games. I'm going to come on here pissed off that week. But
said a couple.
I'm just saying, realistically, looking at the schedule, we lucked out. And here's the best part. We still got 2 first-round picks next year. We got the Saints pick, which is currently number 7. My GM fucking fleeced the shit out of people last year. So anyway, yeah, I'm a little excited. I feel bad for Raiders fans. Brand new stadium, same shit team.
Yeah, well,
Of course, I would have been excited too. You get Devontae Adams. Christ, how do you not get excited? But I don't know what Josh.
I don't know that they'll get it together. I didn't believe in Josh McDaniel, and I don't even understand how this fucking guy keeps getting jobs.
Well, best meme of the week I saw was Bill Belichick purposely didn't name an offensive coordinator because he knew Josh McDaniels would be back after a couple weeks.
Right.
By the way, classic Bill today. They're asking about Mac Jones, and all he will say is he's day-to-day. Now, it's been widely reported that he's got a bad ankle injury. He's going to be out for weeks and needs surgery. And there's Bill. He's day-to-day. Well, Bill, I'm not a doctor. Would you expect me to read the MRI? He's day-to-day.
Day by day.
Well, what are the doctors telling you? He's day-to-day.
Day by day. Mm-hmm.
And the smile, the smirk that Bill had while doing it made my entire fucking day.
I love that man, dude. I don't give a shit what nobody says. I love Belichick.
First of all,
his interview game is impeccable, dude. He's unfucking deniably undefeated.
Unfuckwittable a Bill.
Yo, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, he's consistent, but you don't even know where Temple is, okay? So don't even Temple, arguably better sports. Shut your mouth. I don't even know who you root for, but I hope you post it so I can make fun of it. Because it doesn't matter what it is, I'll have something. I have so much useless sports knowledge. This show is finally the place where I can showcase that knowledge and making fun of your favorite teams. So please, in chat, feel free to post whichever team you're a fan of, and I'll remember some tragedy in your team's history to bring back up and make you have PTSD about sports again. By all means, let's have the continuation of last week, except now it's sports teams. Do you have enough balls to come on and at least type your favorite sports team? How about that? You got enough for that?
I say mine, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, but see you...
I don't even give a fuck, dude. I'll come through straight up like, yo, I don't give a shit.
Wow. Temple is in Philly. Wow. That's impressive. That's like, I don't know, Canada is on a northern continent. That's what that's saying. Come on.
Well,
in Philly. Philly's a big place. I don't know if you know this. It's not all just Philly. There's different towns. You know, I'm down with Roll Tide. It's Jalen Hurts. He was there for a little while. Although I don't know, Boomer Sooner now. That was the last. I'll do them both. We earned the right. I'm down with Roll Tide. Is that Jimmy? Jimmy Neal's the big Alabama fan I know. And, he's literally right next to Tuscaloosa. Packers, Brewers, Bucks. Jesus. Bandwagon Bucks fan. How'd that work out? You got your one in a COVID-restricted season. Congratulations. Congratulations. Who's that, Stoner? I might be Stoner. I might be Mickey.
I was going to say, I'm not actually watching the Facebook feed because it's too difficult to catch up to it today for some reason.
No, I don't even worry about it. It's either Mickey or Stoner. I got it nailed down. Packers, congratulations. You have the greatest quarterback possibly ever played a game, and you only have one Super Bowl. Good job. Brewers, Jesus, we've been beating you guys since fucking 07. I'm not even worried about you. You get CC Sabathia, and we knocked out your whole World Series dreams pretty quickly, if I remember. So, good luck. Oh, it's Mickey. And Bucks, Jesus. Like I said, you keep getting these players, but it's all G. It all goes through G no matter what, and you saw how that got shut down last year. So, it's very possible, and that's why we got P.J. Tucker just beat him up like they have to do to Shaq. So, I'm looking forward to that. We got some thugs this year on the Sixers. We may not win it all, but we're going to beat your ass while we try to do it. It's just straight thugs. Because Joel said, all right, enough of this shit. Enough of these soft MFers. And they literally just signed all tough-ass free agents. Jeez, they got Harkins. He literally got in a fist fight with Embiid 2 years ago. So I guess maybe he threw a good right hand, and Joel was like, all right, we'll take him. Yeah, Braves, fuck you. I can't even talk shit because they just caught the Mets, so I got to shut up now. Although, isn't Acuna in trouble? Didn't he get arrested? Nah, I won't go there. That's not fair. I got nothing. Except choking like the entire 90s away with a great pitching staff. That's all I got on the Braves. Yeah, Bucks. I mean, geez, would you win one with Kareem before he changed his name, and then that was the last time, right? Lou Alcindor was the last time you guys won one before that?
Right.
I guess that's enough suffering for one fan base. Although, you notice I never talk about hockey because I'm fucked if I do. I'm just, bad times in Philadelphia for hockey, folks. And they haven't won one since 75. 75! 2 years old. So, Cowboys fans, I kind of know your pain a little bit, but I don't know. My owner doesn't run his mouth like that. So that's it. Just Milwaukee shit. All right, and your weather just sucks. It just sucks. I mean, people in Michigan probably tell you that your weather sucks in Milwaukee. It's a cultural joke. I can't do it. Or geographical joke. So how bad is the Facebook feed?
I don't know. I wasn't kidding, as I'm not following it today because it's very difficult to follow today for some reason. Facebook likes to do weird things with the feed. Sometimes it's very easy for me to track it and see it without it all of a sudden popping up on my screen and then making the show not actually perform correctly. So whenever it's difficult to find, I just leave it. Because Facebook doesn't give a shit, and I'm not gonna stress myself out looking for it.
Well, speaking of UFC, something I saw today I wanted to talk about because we joke about it, but my God. So they were having a UFC card this weekend at the Apex, which is basically an arena just for a very small kind of training ground arena the UFC built on the outskirts of Vegas to have their shows during COVID. And they said, hey, wait a minute, we make a lot more money if we just keep it in-house. And every other month they throw kind of the mid to good cards over there and have the bigger ones, in Vegas or Abu Dhabi. Don't stack the deck against Charles Oliveira or anything. So this weekend they announced today that there's going to be no public and no press credentials released. And it came out, it's because it looks like Mark Zuckerberg basically bought the fucking event. So I assume he'll have all, different vendors and Facebook partners and staff, selected staff. And, it'll be a big Facebook exclusive party, but it'll be a UFC card in the Apex. Now, while, I'm all for people getting their money, Dana White trying to turn it into, we're giving the media the night off, was a little too fucking cocky. When you're taking money from a guy and you've been a huge Trump supporter and you're going to turn around now and take Mark Zuckerberg's money, that looks a little wishy-washy from Mr. White. they're wishy-washy. I don't know. I mean, take the money. You know, you're not really hurting anybody. Some of the media could probably use the night off. I'm not even going to argue that point with the shit that they're spouting. But my God, man, you don't have to be cocky about it. We all know you got the money. Jesus, what more you got to prove, Dana? You know, go fight with Floyd and shit. Argue about boxing or what? Just leave me out of it, man. It's. Come on, Zuckerberg. What? Because you put a video up of him training MMA? Come on, I could do that. Not saying it looked good, but I would go through the motions for the 30 seconds of the video. And don't you think for 1 second it's going to be any longer than those 30 seconds? Because then you're going to have me on the mat puking and whatnot from getting choked out. I can't have that out there in the world. So I don't know what's going on over there. What are your thoughts there about the metaverse taking over the UFC Apex this weekend?
I just think it's a typical shit. You have enough money, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and I mean that on both sides. You know, when you have enough money, you can have whoever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want. You can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want. I mean, I could go on and on and on because that's all it sounds like to me. Is, you know, that you have somebody who's got the opportunity, got the means. He is who he is. Are you gonna tell him no? And if you say yes, I think you're lying. And especially, you know, the UFC at the end of the day is an entertainment company. They benefit from having spectacle such as that, and for what it's worth, the fact that we're even talking about it proves that point. Me personally, I could care less whether the media is there or not. Don't give a fuck if it's public or not, because I don't make a dime off of any of it. It's on because it's at the Apex. I'm going to get it on ESPN Plus, to which I actually pay for ESPN Plus. Therefore, I don't give a fuck who's there. I don't really care that Zuckerberg's there. I don't give a shit that he did show this little video of him doing drills. I don't fucking care. And I think that's my biggest problem with all of it is, like, in essence, he's, you know, I didn't appreciate Dana. I said Dana like fucking Hamzat does. Dana. Dana. Listen, but I don't appreciate when people lie. Like, dead ass, just tell me fuck off, right? Don't tell me, well, you know, I'm not gonna be able. Don't give me a bunch of excuses. Just tell me to fuck off. And Dana, like, yeah, I just want to give the media a day off. Fuck off, homie. You didn't give a shit about a fucking day off for the media. You just wanted to have Zuckerberg. The motherfucker probably hit you up like, hey, so can I come through? He's like, yeah, you want to come through for show? He's like, yeah, but I don't want all them other weird motherfuckers there, bro. Get them up out of here. And Dana was like, for real? And Zuck was like, fuck yeah, get them the fuck out of here, bro. I'm the only thing I give a fuck about in this situation is I would love to hear that conversation. I would love to hear Mark Zuckerberg like, hey, bro, look, I want to come through. I mean, I'm a big fan. I fuck with the MMA shit. I mean, look, you saw my little video. I was over there training and shit. Look, get them other motherfuckers up out of there. I'm going to come through. Dana's like, what you mean? Nah, I mean, get them the fuck out of here. He's like, oh, well, you know, we'll close it to the public. Nah. Get everybody the fuck up out of here. I'm surprised this motherfucker didn't pick his own goddamn card at this point. Like, he's like, hey, can you get what's his name on this shit? I mean, you know, look, I'm gonna be in town. I'm gonna be doing a little something. I mean, my wife's pregnant and shit. I got some time on my hands. I don't know. I just think it's funny. I could care less, dude. I think it's all spectacle at this point. I'm so over it with you know, our constant adherence to attention to people who are filthy rich and out of touch or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the only question now is how long till Kanye tweets about it.
Yo, peep game, bro. Look, when the Glue Guys buy the next UFC card, look, I'm gonna tell you, there may not be a Glue Guys show at that point.
Well, yeah, wait a minute. What are we?
Kind of money, bro. I got that kind of money. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, like
instantly,
what?
Peace, motherfucker. I'm gonna have every other motherfucker I know doing the show, not me. Like that's.
Wait. It's like, wait a minute. So, what have we done in our 40 shows?
40 flat. 40.
That makes you guys even insinuate that we could, let alone buy like nosebleed seats tickets, let alone buy our own car.
No, that's a future think moment right there. That's saying, of course, that we get really, really popular. People start buying our shit. They start selling, we start selling like full on show sponsorships. and shit.
Mini Blaze Rock, fucking.
Yeah,
all
man,
kinds
we
of
started
stuff.
in
Right.
little stuffed animals and shit. We started selling them shits like crazy. You feel me? Then all of a sudden we're up here getting interviews in Forbes and Fortune and Variety and shit like that. Entertainment Weekly. You know what I'm saying? I get Edge up. You know, get the beard trimmed and shit. We're in there taking fancy pictures and shit. Then we got the bread to do it. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna buy a UFC card. Fuck that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? What I will do though, I mean, I have to pull up somewhere and do something fancy. You know, I don't know.
I mean, over the years, I probably owe them enough money to buy a UFC card for all the ones I've kind of maybe not gotten legally.
You know, on the high seas. I feel you.
Yeah, but you know, I just don't think I would buy a card because at the end of the day, even if we had that kind of money, I don't think Dana and our group here, the Glue Guys, could agree on the fucking fights for the card. Because I think we're going to have better fights, and I don't think Dana will agree to that shit. So that'd be the reason.
There's a lot of logistics. There's a lot of problematic logistics there, bro. A lot of problematic logistics, for sure.
Like right now, I would already made the fight. Like, you know who Costa be fighting right now.
Hamza and Costa right now?
As soon as they can go.
Come on.
You want to run your mouth? Get in the cage, bitch. We're going to put you in there with them. Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, all that talk. Run it up. Let's go.
I mean, because Costa, look, for somebody who keeps getting his head kicked in, he's talking a lot of shit. I'm wondering if the brain got shook.
I don't know, man. Look, I don't know, man. I know we give Costa, we give him some grief, right? We give him a lot of grief. A lot. We give him a lot of grief. But reality is, he just had a couple bad fights. And I mean, most fighters have a couple bad fights. Like, let's not get carried away. This dude was fucking people up before he ran into Izzy. Now, yeah, he was drinking wine and he was drunk and all these other bullshit ass excuses for getting fucking dog walked. Fine. Okay, cool. You know, then he misses weight because he's trying to leverage both being crazy and they're not paying me enough and a whole bunch of drama and shit. He's trying to make his thing, you know. This last fight he came through, he did what he needed to. It wasn't as pretty as it probably could have been, but he did what he needed to do to get the job done. That's all we're here for, ultimately, right?
That's all I'm saying is, hey, make the fight. Make
it happen. If
you can't cut weight,
up, then it's all good.
Yeah, you can't make weight. It's all good. You know, and my favorite, I forget who said it. Somebody called him out on the crazy act. Like, all right, knock it the fuck off. And I forget who it was. And I agreed 100% with what they tweeted. Now, man, I forgot who it was.
It's phony, bro. It's like you all of a sudden turned into this off the hinges weirdo guy. Like after you just got fucked up twice. Come on, cuz we know what it is. If that's your act, just run it up as your act. But at the same time, I kind of respect his act. It's funnier than Marvin Vittori's act.
Well, look, there's getting your ass kicked, and then there's getting your ass kicked.
Right.
It's two different categories.
His ass kicked. Like
Costa. Yeah, hold on.
Doing dumb shit.
Costa hung in there even when he got his, even with Izzy. At least he's hanging in there.
Yeah.
And he got dominated, but that's the only time. I guess the only time I remember that somebody really dominated Costa was Izzy.
Yeah, it was Izzy. Exactly.
Vittori, it's every fucking fight for the last 3 years, bro.
Every time it's a fighter of a certain caliber, that's when you see that Vittori is not that caliber, even though he says he's that caliber. Then the fight happens, and you go, "Why the fuck was this guy here?" Robert Whitaker Robert Whitaker beat the shit out of dude, and it was throughout the fight. There were points where Joe Rogan even said some shit along the line. Not Joe Rogan. I'm sorry.
DC, right?
It might have been. No, it was. Was it
Dan Felder?
I think it was Felder. Felder was kind of like, so is he? I mean, is he even trying? Like, it was a point where he's really saying it, kind of like, what is this fucking guy doing? But I don't know, dude. I'm not a Vittori fan. He's a clown. I'm glad when he gets his ass whooped, and I'm all on it. But
Well, and then who the fuck said it? The other one I saw was like put him in there with Whitaker.
Yeah.
He wants to go to 185.
Yeah.
Put him in there with Whitaker and watch how quickly his mystique goes away.
Get walked.
And I went, I want to fucking see that.
Yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Because Robert Whitaker is probably my number one on my list of. Yeah, but I'm saying he's number one on my list of just bad fucking circumstances out of his control.
Oh yeah, totally. But that's my guy, and I mean honestly, he's that last Izzy fight. If it wasn't Izzy, Whitaker won that fight.
Yeah, and
I'm willing to say, and you know me, I'm a big Izzy fan, so it's not like I'm not a hater or no stupid shit.
I'm with you.
I'm calling a spade a spade. if that is not Izzy, Robert Whitaker walks out with that decision.
And don't forget, Whitaker got so blindsided in the first fight against Izzy, whether for whatever reason he was not expecting what happened. He was just out of it. So for him to work his way back up, I didn't give him the fucking rematch. He had to go beat some people.
Right.
And how well he fought in that second, and he knew it. Yeah. You saw in the 5th round when it was done, just he'd given everything he had.
Oh yeah.
And he knew he didn't win. But and Izzy gave him a lot of credit too. Izzy said he had to change. He changed up his entire strategy halfway through the first round. So it's all. But
good, and that's a testament again to how good Robert Whitaker really is. When you compare the fact that nobody else can beat him, but
literally
nobody else can beat him.
He loses Izzy, and then he just comes up and starts beating people again. Look, he's in line for a 3rd fight. I don't know that they'll ever do it.
I doubt they'll do it, but I mean,
they could. Whitaker's earned it.
They should. He could. Depending on what happens in this Pereira fight, I could see Whitaker getting it again. But like you said, he's a victim of circumstance. I mean, he's consistently beating the shit out of motherfuckers. And Robert Whitaker's not going and getting lucky decisions or no shit like that. Or it could have been one way or the other type decision. He's dog walking everybody else except Izzy. Like, he loses to Izzy, he goes and beats the shit out of the next 5 guys. And then you're like, well, damn, who the fuck does he fight next? Izzy. That's it. Like, who else? Now, everybody else is just, at this point, everybody else is just an exhibition. I firmly believe that.
We'll see what happens, but I firmly believe that Izzy is going to embarrass. Oh,
hell yeah. You already know
this dude, because he ran he's running his mouth off a kickboxing win a long fucking time ago. Yeah, Izzy tried to tell him, like, hey, celebrate your win, but I'm not that dude.
Yeah,
do you understand what you're coming into?
That's hella fucking corny.
That's bully shit, bro.
You're up there worrying about some fight from who God knows what in a different organization, a different fighting scheme altogether, and that's your claim to fame about it. Now, granted, again, that's why I said what I said about UFC in general. UFC is an entertainment company. That's the only reason Alex Pereira is getting the title fight that he's getting, and also because Izzy's a gamer. Izzy's like, yo, all right, so let me show you. So you keep saying all of these things. Let me help you with the truth. And I promise he's going to come out, and it's not going to be a Yoel Romero fight of them, slap boxing and dancing for 5 rounds. It's not going to be, some hands off, I'm running all type of shit. It's going to be a scrap. It's going to be the type of shit that we pay for. I'm not paying for it, but we're going to pay. It's the type of shit you pay for. But I think it's going to be a great fight. I think Izzy's going to do what he needs to do and get it done. He's going to silence all that nonsense, and I think he's going to, start talking about going up. Because at that point, who else is going to fight? I mean, he can fight Whitaker, but Whitaker's like, when you think about it, Whitaker's the only fight other than Pereira. It's Whitaker. That's it.
Yeah,
and because he beat the shit out of everybody else, and at least with Whitaker, there was a chance there that shit could have went the wrong way, right? And even he knew it, and he did, like you said, he did give that credit to Whitaker. It's like, yo, he fought. That was a fight,
look, at the end of the day, the last thing that dude needed to do was open his mouth, because, look, Izzy's been bored. Yeah. He can deny it all he wants. Last couple fights, Izzy's been bored. It's almost beneath him. He's trying to get through the motions. The last thing he needed was a reason to fight, and your dumbass gave it to him.
Yeah. He's just doing what he needs to do, and now he's ready.
We haven't seen a fired up Izzy in a long time, so I'm really excited, because he's just a dude who rises to the occasion, and the people he trains with will not let him get too big ahead. Because Volk will turn around and knock his fucking head off if he thinks he's getting too cocky. So he's got good people around him to keep him humble. So now you're telling me he's motivated? He hasn't been motivated for a fight since shit. I don't even know what to tell you. Maybe since he won the belt. Couple defenses. But when Izzy's been motivated or somebody's talked enough shit, he embarrasses people. Here you go. Back to Costa. Ran his mouth. Izzy's a paper champ. He hasn't fought anybody. Blah, blah, blah. He embarrassed Costa. He left no doubt you are not on my mother effing level.
Yeah.
All right? Now, guys who didn't talk shit, Romero didn't really talk shit, so he didn't feel the need to embarrass him.
But there was wait. Fuck all that. Because part of that shit was a level of respect for what Yoel could do. Because let's be real, Izzy wasn't just dancing around the fucking ring because Yoel didn't talk shit. Izzy knew there was a little bit of a difference between some of these other motherfuckers and Yoel Romero. Because
Yeah, but I don't think he was
you don't
even
get
ready.
caught like that. You don't put yourself in that situation. I'm not saying that it was. I'm not what I mean more than anything is that fight with Romero was less about not being disrespected and more about a level of respect for what the fighter is known for. I don't think he felt any level of danger about Costa or fucking Vettori or any of that.
Don't get me wrong. Izzy, this is why Izzy is is one of the best pound per pound guys because of his brain. All right, Izzy is an entertainer and he knows what he's got to do. But at the end of the day, Izzy will never sacrifice a fight, especially a title defense, in the name of entertainment or in the name of shit talking that somebody did. Okay, and that's what he tried to tell you after the last fight. When people don't know any better, trying to talk shit about the Cannonier fight, and they didn't understand what was happening. Yeah. Izzy tried to tell you, like, look, I'm gonna try to entertain you, but don't get it twisted. I'm not giving up the belt so you guys can see a slugfest.
No, of course not. Of course not.
So take it all with a grain of salt. You know, Izzy's
but that fight's very different. Like, I there's no way I compare what he did in the Cannonier fight to what he did in that Yoel Romero fight.
No, he stayed away from him.
Dude,
he stayed away from him.
Okay,
but I also think
because I don't want to come across like I'm saying, oh, Izzy was a coward. That's not what I mean. What I am saying was there was a mutual level of respect between them of knowing what the other could do, and they stayed. I mean, shit, they stayed about as far apart as you and I are right now.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think Izzy was prepared. I don't think anybody was fucking prepared for what Romero came out and did, and I think Izzy, couldn't put two and two together to make sense of it, so he wasn't going to run into something that he didn't study or understand.
And he shouldn't have, and
I wouldn't have either. Because look, what do we kept hearing about Romero up until that point? Listen, he's an Olympic wrestler, but he hasn't really shown it yet, and this could be the fight. He unveils it. Nobody had really seen it except for obviously his Olympic shit.
No.
You don't know? Why?
No. Fuck no. Fuck no.
No, and me.
So look. So you're saying nobody had seen it. That's bullshit. Because every fight in the UFC, largely, people were like, all right, so you either get fucking clocked by one of his fucking haymakers, or if he gets you and he starts wrestling, you're pretty much going to get clocked underneath. That's been his MO the entire time, which even Izzy himself said that's what they planned for. They didn't want to get into a serious level grappling wrestling situation with Yoel Romero, because at the end of the day, all of his wrestling is then transformed or translated into some heavy fucking shots. As an example, it's exactly what he just did to Melvin Manhoff the other week. That style is what he's been doing the entire time he's in UFC. Yeah. The entire time he's in the UFC, that's what he was known for. Even in the fight against Costa, which I still kind of thought he won, he did the same thing there, but Costa's a great wrestler also. And so that's where it was like, okay, I get it. But I still believe, in large part because of his size and because of his, and because, like you said, Izzy's kind of like, wait a minute, this dude didn't do what we expected. I'm not walking in there and getting my head fucking sliced off. Yeah, and in the same respect, that's kind of the same approach that Romero took. Was I'm not stepping in there and getting caught with elbows and shit from fucking 5 feet away. And so they both danced with each other for, from 5 or 6 feet away the entire fight.
I'm essentially saying the same thing you are, that there was a level of respect to
both.
Either he didn't know or like you said, knew. Doesn't really matter. He was staying away whether he knew or he was staying away.
Both of them were. Yeah.
So there was a respect for what, if they got tied up, he knew he was at a very big disadvantage if he got tied up or got into dirty shit, the dirty boxing or the dirty wrestling with Romero. He was in trouble because Romero's fucking huge.
Yes.
That's just...
Yes.
So why he stood there?
Yes.
And like in a Rocky boxing game, you're learning for the first time. You don't know what the buttons do yet. All he found was guard.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. Like a video game, boxing.
Evade, guard, evade, guard, evade. Yeah.
Why does this fucking controller work? What the fuck?
Yeah,
what button is it? So that's what it looked. But anyway, look. At the end of the day, when we get closer, I'm sure we'll talk more about it. But Izzy's going to embarrass that dude, and I bet a mortgage payment on it if I had a mortgage payment, a rent payment.
One thing I'd like to bring up before we go, Dana White just made I'll call it an announcement. I won't call it a post. I'm talking about Dana White, but I saw one of the MMA Instagram pages that I follow just tweeted out or just posted out that your boy Dana said Mark Zuckerberg did not rent out the UFC arena, but that's all he said.
Why are you fucking you're doubling down
on some bullshit. Yo, man, that's why I started off that conversation with, I don't give a shit.
Come on, man.
It's some bullshit. That's some hoe shit. Just
look, I'm gonna tell you right now, I better not see that motherfucker then put the camera up on this dude in a crowd with people and you're like, oh look, Mark Zuckerberg. I will literally,
yeah, bro.
I won't break my TV because it's ESPN Plus. I'm paying for it anyway.
I'll go do something
Fuck
else.
you. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done with your fucking double talk bullshit at that.
I mean, I ain't gonna front. I was gonna steal the shit anyway. I mean, in this case, because it's because again, it's on ESPN Plus. So
yeah, look, I pay for the Plus anyway. Yeah, there's other shit.
I don't have to sail the high seas to see this one. But if it were, I'd be sailing the high seas.
Yeah,
nonetheless, man, let's get out of here, dude. Let's get
real quick. Let's give some quick shout outs to teams that were out in Vegas. Best I can remember, so nobody get mad at me. All right. BTL on a fucking mission, man. They just ran into, I think it was Team Amaya that they ran into second place. Yeah, second place. That team knocked them in the losers bracket. They beat another team to get back to the ship and just couldn't overcome those guys. Quick note: that team is major in U-Trip. Just saying. Just saying. Good job by the Built to Last boys out in Vegas. Barachos 2.0, I think they were down to the last 6 or 8 undefeated teams, which, there's a shit ton of teams out at Vegas World, so that in itself is an accomplishment. They probably just ran out of gas. That's a lot of goddamn games, even in the winner's bracket.
It absolutely
is hard. Loser bracket is fucking near impossible.
Absolutely.
So, good on those guys. I think Vintage was out there. A couple other teams I'm forgetting. In the majors, S-Bob was looking to do better than the 3-3. Couple nice walk-offs for Josh Moore, but in the end, they, tough run. A lot of tough teams at 40 Major. A lot of goddamn tough teams. I'm trying to think. I know Blue Pill Mafia was out there also. I didn't see how they had finished. After S-Bob went out, I was kind of like, so excuse me for not knowing. Quick, Suncoast won the 40 Majors Plus. Not surprised. That team is a fucking juggernaut. JK, our boy Johnny Bailey, and Jay Hill, I think they finished third. I think it was third, second or third.
Yeah.
I know that Homeworks was, I think they were third, maybe, and JK was second. I'm not sure. So, Jay, sorry, I fucked that up. But anyway, hey, shout out to everybody who did, well in Vegas, went out there. Just want to make sure we get that out there. I'm not totally against it, but, biggest tournament of the year should be mentioned. I'm sure that'll make James Flowers happy. The one sole defender of SSUSA on Facebook boards everywhere. So just want to make sure we did that. Next week, we'll talk about the 8th when we figure out exactly how many teams are in there for the one day. It's a one day because I got somewhere to be on the 9th. So JK Inc. got second 40s Major Plus for Jay. There you go. See, I got it right. So that covers us for this week. Unless you want to add something in, I think we're good, my friend.
We out. Peace.